Going live. Oh, I'm live. Okay. Hey gamers. I didn't know if I was gonna stream. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really in the mood. Who can relate? Um, but that's okay. I'm committed to this bit, so here we are. I have my trusty light over here to provide some. What the fuck was that? There's like a line that just crossed my screen. Um, to keep us warm and lit and toasty. I'm thinking about where I want to start. I typically do like little like clips or pieces on my Discord, but today, hello, one viewer. I was expecting them to leave again. But today just kind of got out of hand the moment I woke up. And I'll start with this is one of the last screenshots I took before going to bed, which is at 5:58, and I almost started this at 58, this live stream actually, so that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that to line up. All of that. Okay. Digest, neat. I'll add that another screenshot that I took before going to bed, I guess this morning, but last night, depending on how you want to look at it, at 6:25, there's a 1452 on the weather. So you can see 6:26. At this point, I think what happened was I was hearing like really loud wind. And so I wasn't quite sure. Wind isn't something that comes around too often in this area, enough to like howl and make, unless there's like rain involved or something. Like it's not that common. I think I had heard something and was like, what the hell? So I looked up the weather just to see what was happening. So there's a 7:04, and then obviously it says windy. I woke up this morning around, I guess 3:41 is when I took this screenshot. And that's PM, by the way. I told you my schedule's fucked. But luckily I missed the Spectrum outage. But what ended up happening is I walked down the hallway, as I do, because I need to like go back and forth to the kitchen and whatnot. I saw immediately something had gone awry in my patio area, and my black and white striped umbrella and its base, so the table, it's a high table, were knocked over like completely. Oops. So you see how like that's on the floor? I know it's like not the easiest thing to pick up on. Is my white cat. So I was quite shocked, I'll say. I'm used to seeing like pillows. We've talked about this, like blankets or not blankets, like towels and stuff, fluff in the backyard, and it all being like disheveled. And I'm used to it at this point. It's still not fun to have to clean up, but I'm like, it is what it is. That was pretty extreme. So I think due to the gravity of what I saw, everything was thrown off this morning. I didn't wash my face. I didn't brush my teeth. I didn't feed my cats for a bit. I literally went outside to like do damage assessment. It sounds like crazy, right? But that's what I did. And so I started to formulate like a game plan of like, what are we doing? What's happening? I then got into the moded function of, okay, you obviously need to pick this up. You need to do something with it. And then I was like, you know what? Let's turn this into an opportunity. And so I turned that into an opportunity to be like, okay, the Umbrellas on the floor, let's fold it up and let's wash it off. It's really fucking dusty. Also, while we're hosing that off, why not hose off most of the other pieces of furniture we have? And at the same time, why don't we clean up the other areas of the patio or deck, put some things in the barn that maybe don't need to be out. It turned into a whole like extravaganza. But yeah, if you're wondering why I didn't post today, that is literally why. um, I just was very caught off guard, but willing to make it into something perhaps beneficial, or, I didn't want them to have the final say on ruining my mood. Um, so I took a picture at 3:41. I think I went to go assess everything, and then at that point, when I came back in afterwards, I had to change clothes, by the way. Like, I was not prepared in any way, shape, or form to be out there in the mud and the water and moving furniture. So I think I came back in after the initial breakdown, and it was 3:54, and it's like, of course, of course. Um, this is at 4:01. I took this picture. Also noting the 11:21 for birthday causes. Elizabeth Godspeed. Someone asked to share my table at a coffee shop and then asked me to leave the table because they have a meeting. Am I in an episode of Seinfeld? And that's directly under MSNBC's Trump's election math problem. Some in the GOP are not willing to blindly vote. It cuts off there. And I think this kind of gives context to a bit of what was happening today. And I didn't put that together. I was so just engulfed in just figuring out what the hell I was doing. I I guess it slipped my mind that actually Jack Smith and Donald Trump kind of had like a dueling today, let's say, in Eileen Cannon's courts. And that very well could have, when you think of Jack Skellington, for example, you think of like the black and white pinstripes. And I think it's a very easy like connection for a lot of people to understand. I think they were just trying to send a message. They're just weird like that. But oh, look at the time. It's 10:07. Joy. So yeah, this is another thing. So it almost goes to show somebody else probably picked up on what I was thinking. And this is like much later. This one is at 9:18 this evening. So obviously a bunch of hours after the fact, after the cleanup, after what happened in Florida. So you get like the stripes here. They're orange, but you know, it's 1:08 at the moment, by the way. And then I just pointed out the 10:07, so I might as well go to the next screenshot. This one was taken at 9:21. Again, the same video, I believe. But I want you to pay attention to the word Phoenix here, because the next shot, and this is the first time I saw this today, I was taken at 9:23, is of Nothing But Thieves, and it almost looks like a phoenix. So you see a bird with a bit of like a flame art, so to speak. Also an 8:43 for you village folk. But yeah, just a lot of symbology, a lot of like, what the fuck are you, like, what are we doing? I'll give you guys a little bit of a treat, because I know for some of you that might have been like really boring. You're not like politically like minded, but you do like the Royals. So if you stuck it around this long, stuck in a word? I don't know if it is. We'll run with it. We have this lineup. So de-influencing the most viral makeup. Did she literally just say nah? Molly, does it say John's Fast Katie Britt Sodu rebuttal? And he, H-E, if you know my lore, ruined his wife's life. And then you have cookies. And then Donald Trump's head. And now I'm not going to get into any of that, but I saw it and I was like, interesting enough. I'll take a screenshot. And that is what I will give you on that. You guys are wild. You're absolutely wild. But why are we actually here today, chat? We are here to try to get Petri dish. We've spilled the tea. And now, sorry, I'm going to look at my own stream because yesterday things happened and I'd like to see if we can figure out a way to problem solve through brute force a workable stream that people can actually watch and digest if they choose to. What is, it's the dog's ear, right? Yep. Oh, it's 111. And there's dogs. Hey, I'm live. Hey, I'm live. Do you hear that? Hey, I'm live. Do you hear that? I'm now the one viewer. Oh, it's not showing up on my screen though. Rude. Okay. So I'm going to screen share. Share screen. Infinite Craft. Share. And now let's see. I'm getting just full black. And it's still that way. Okay, so stop sharing. Let's do that again. Share. Oops, share screen. Why is it like this? It literally worked that one time, and then I guess it just... This is some bullshit, you guys. I know the technology is capable. We had it work once. Oh my God, what do we do? Okay, here's let me try something else. Let me stop sharing that one and let me share something else. Let me share a different tab. Let me share a YouTube tab. Okay, YouTube doesn't even want to share its own tabs. So okay. Has anybody checked in with YouTube? I feel like this is like stream sniping in like the worst way. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe if I not refreshed it, but I like opened and closed the share tab, it would work. And it's not. The hope is that if I stay on it long enough, the new tab, it'll just pop up and make an appearance. The thing with yesterday's stream, though, is that never happened. I understand like lag and everything, but I don't really know if there's an agenda to make this not work, it's just not going to work, right? Like that's the conclusion we have to come to. Oh my God, you guys. What am I supposed to do with whole pizza party if I can't invite people? Nobody wants to watch a black screen. Oh, okay. Revise. What are we doing? I'm so not thrilled. I am not happy about that outcome. I was really hoping fucking just turn that over for 911. This is an emergency. I'm not quick enough on my feet to be like, oh yeah, I had a plan B. No, I had a plan A. Plan A was only, that was it. That was all I had going for me. Hello, Cyrus. Well, gamers, what do we do? What do we do this morning? Oh, good. The man in the iron lung died. Great. Great news. That's. Is there anything positive? Is there anything? Staff at Wildlife Rescue Center wear a detailed fox mask while taking care of days-old baby fox. It may look unusual, but it serves a very important purpose. Okay, I have a bit. Hold on. I have a bit. Hi, Cyrus. Okay. I want to ask you, what do you think looks better? So we have this that's dealing with real life animals and is supposed to make them feel better. Okay. I want you to rate the professional. Because clearly, like, this is a professional person, right? Like, they're doing some pretty incredible work here. But I want you to rate their mask. It just gets better. Is there another one? Oh, it's just the baby. And then I want you to rate mine. Now, I think I look a little less scary. I don't know. I also think this looks a little more real. I don't know. Thank you. The yays. And that's from an animal. That's from a fur creature. I have no idea what the fuck this is. Oh, you guys, I'm so bummed though. So fun story. Critical Role typically airs on Thursdays. And today was like my shower day, which is like pretty significant for me. But typically on like shower days, I'm like, okay, let's just have fun. Let's blow dry the hair. Let's put on some makeup, maybe put on clothes, like real people clothes. And I got ready not knowing that it was like their, I don't know what anniversary, but they've been streaming for so long or been together. I don't know what it was exactly. And they were all dressed nice. And I was like, oh, me too, though. I also fit the occasion. So I could do a bit of a fashion show, I guess. I am wearing, you're not going to see it that well. It's a little dark. A dress. It's long sleeve. It's dark. My preference. And then I have my high socks on again. And then at some point, I threw on my gray hoodie. Sorry, that's loud. And then my Levi's jacket just to layer it up because, ooh, it gets chilly. But I felt like I fit in. And I was like, hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, and I also parted my hair different today too. It's taking, okay. Granted, I can't show you. If you look at where my hair was versus where it is now, like this is a significant growth, but oh boy, it feels like it's taking a minute. You know what I mean? It's just the journey. It's a journey. It's a journey. But yeah, I would much like to start parting it like on the side or even in the middle again, but the layers are so short still. Let's try. I have to pull up the stream again on my phone so I can double check. YouTube, I don't know why you hate me, but I'd really appreciate it if you didn't. I feel like I have enough of that in my life. Wildflower Hotline is Rite of Spring in California, a 40-year tradition, a hotline that tells people where to find one of Southern California's biggest wonders, the annual wildflowers super blooms. I feel like I've read about people like destroying poppy fields before, which is funny because that's what I used to call my great grandpa, and he's like the one who worked at Skunk Works. And people just want pictures with the flowers, and then they go like stampeding into the natural terrain, and it's like, well, there goes the fucking flowers. I hope that post got enough likes for you. Okay, I have it up. I'm gonna have to stop streaming on here. Like, unless I have like or something to do. Like this black screen shit ain't it. I'm gonna hold the line. Let's hold the line. It's 1:22 right now. Let's see if we can wait some minutes and get some movement. So how's everybody's day been? Happy Friday for most of you, probably. I'm listening to myself talk in my head, and then it's like I hear my phone. Okay, that's better. Here, I can put on, thank you, ice cubes. They clicked. I still need to wash my face. You guys, like, what are we doing? Why can't I stream? I don't understand. Why is everyone an asshole? Okay, it's 1:23. Okay, I'm thinking of a number. No, I'm not thinking of a number. I'm going to pick a number 1 through 50. I'm going to pick a number 1 through 50, and at 125, I'll tell you what it is. I still have to pick it though. But polls are open. You can start formulating the number. 1 through 50, 1 through, oh God, it's 124. I have 60 seconds. Sometimes I think of something and then I'll go out of my way to be like, no, because that was the initial thought for a reason. Like somebody wanted that. So what is something that's less of their instinct and more of just like a fuck you? Is anybody else like that? Or am I just like really weird? Oh, this is rough. Oh my God, why can I not think of a number? Okay, I have one. I have one. 124 is still, the screen is still black. I'm watching it. 125. You guys ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The number, it doesn't even switch over. Oh my God, what is happening? The number was 37. Um, hmm. And with all of that being said, we have wasted almost 30 minutes. I guess I can just 24/5/7. I guess I can just call it. I don't know if I'm gonna do this again, you guys. I can't. The whole point of me doing like the little YouTube stuff is because I could play Infinite Crafts and I was having a lot of fun. And I wanted to share that with you, but I guess I can't anymore. So I don't mean to be like depressing. I don't mean to be depressing, but I guess it just is what it is, right? Like we have to learn to accept the things we cannot change. And I don't know. I don't know, man. You know what I can do is I can try to do like a private stream and then make it public. So like I'll do like a live, but it's private, so none of you will see it. And then I can keep testing it, but it's I don't know. It's fun to be blacklisted. I guess it's like a badge of honor, right? Like people in the army get Purple Hearts, and then when it comes to like feet on the ground and like the media space, you get blacklisted. And in a way, it's like you've earned that. You've earned getting blacklisted. I don't know what it was in particular that I did. But it is what it is, I guess. You like my hat? This would be such a cool anime idea, you guys. So if you actually don't know me very well, which if you only know me from like what I post on the internet, you don't know my personality. Thank you, Ice. My life is slowly becoming like an anime. I swear to God, like the walls crack, the ice clicks, weird shit happens in the backyard. Biak. It's not heights. Okay. All of a sudden, all of like the wildlife is friendly towards me. I don't know what to tell you. It's getting real weird. I'm like taking it in strides, but okay. Anime character, and then when they go into like hero mode, they have just like the fox mask. That would be so cool. And it wouldn't be like furry-esque necessarily. Like there would not be like a real fox face or anything. It's just the mask. Oh, I guess it's kind of like Naruto, huh? Because he has a nine-tailed fox, but he doesn't have like a visage or like any other indication other than like the inner demon when he goes into his like mind palace or whatever, and then confronts it. Oh, you know what? You're right. Somebody in my brain. He has like the whiskers or whatever on his face. Yeah, I don't really have those. I mean, I shave my face though. Fun fact. Not very often. It's like once every like week or 2 weeks. I just found that it helps my makeup application if you want to go from like a vanity point, but from a like a healthy standard, it helps me exfoliate the skin. And I grew up having really bad acne and stuff, so I feel like just like getting rid of like the dead skin cells and like keeping it rejuvenated. So when I put on like my lotion and products, it doesn't have to like find its way through like any type of like peach fuzz. It goes straight to like getting what's the word? Not digested. My skin does not digest. It just soaks it up easier, I think, whatever the product is I'm putting like directly on the skin. But yeah, for any of you people who out there who are like, "Oh, I would never shave." I'm like, "Well, there's actually benefits, you know, if you're a different build to still shave your face." I think I've even read that it helps you stay, like, younger longer is, like, a weird way to put it. It just it helps your skin, like, pick up, like, its cycle. Um, so, like, for example, wrinkles will, over time, like, be less, not of an issue, it's just it'll take longer for them to, like, really formulate and find purchase because you're constantly, like, grooming your face and exfoliating all the shit. Um, but hey, I don't know that for a fact, I just feel like I read that somewhere, and I was like, "That makes sense to me." That makes sense to me. But yeah, maybe we just do talking streams. We'll just talk like look, we can run on my anime. We can keep riffing on anime lore that doesn't exist because why not? We can create a villain next time. I was watching Will Neff, and I've never watched this person before, but yesterday, I don't know, it was like because of Cutie. Somehow I managed to like jump over to Will's stream, and I think it's because they rated or something. I'm not quite sure. But I have never seen Survivor in my fucking life. And it got to the point where I was watching, I'm like, am I allowed to be here watching this? Because I feel like I've tried to immerse myself in that like lore before. And then I was like gate kept out. And then I just accepted it. I'm like, everybody's talking about Survivor. For some reason, like I can't get there. Fine. So be it. Right. And then all of a sudden, like Survivor just opened up and like parts of it seemed relevant. And I'm just like, should I like leave? Should I leave? But yeah, fun times. So I think we'll call it. I mean, I can try one more time just to say, I like to say that at least I tried. That's like my thing. When things aren't going my way, I like to be able to turn around in retrospect and be like, well, at least I tried. So let me try one more time. Share screen. Infinite Crafts. Share. It's 132. There's a bit of a lag on the phone. Okay, it's just black. The only other thing I can really think of doing in this case is restarting my laptop, but I think that would take away all of my Infinite Craft process. But the idea is everything just resets on the laptop. Like if there's anything wonky on my end, hopefully that would just be taken care of once the computer or laptop's rebooted. And so the next time I would try this, there wouldn't be like this wonky, just total like voided, blacked out screen. But I really don't know. It's a gamble either way, I guess. It's 133. Yeah, I don't think it's going to switch over. Okay, well, at least this wasn't like a total L. Like I paid attention enough to the stream to acknowledge that the black was there, so I just flip over. I try to play games with you guys and the internet wouldn't let me. The internet's like helicopter mom, and helicopter mom hates all of you, I guess. I don't know. No. Okay. Well, gamers, this has been a fun experiment. I don't know if I'll be back given how this has gone down for 2 days in a row now. But we have options and we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to like put a firm words are hard sometimes. It's just, yeah. I'd like to be hopeful if I could be. We'll leave it up to, destiny, I guess, to decide. I hope you have a happy Friday, and I will Yep, bye.